Good evening, and thank you very much. And on behalf of the Township of Denville Department of Public Works, John Shardy, who's here, and his entire staff, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for the presentation that we have here tonight, and basically to discuss the Township's recycling program. Now, Fall 2010 Hub Times, which came out recently, the opening statement basically said the mayor's townwide recycling initiative is still in effect. The goal of the initiative is to recycle 15% more and thus remove 15% of refuse from the garbage stream. This eliminates the cost of dumping 100 tons of garbage and can save the taxpayers $165,000 annually. I'd like to take this opportunity to kind of go over the program and basically discuss it and tell you how that can be accomplished and why it's good for the town. The recycling page on the DenvilleNJ.org has been changed drastically. So if you do go to the home page, How Do I, top right, and go down to recycling, you'll see a great deal of information both from the county level, state level, and obviously our town here. I have over 30 years experience in the environmental and recycling industry. I'm a New Jersey certified recycling professional, and as I was introduced to Township's Municipal Recycling Coordinator. Recycling is mandatory in New Jersey. It is very simple, it is a law. It is against the law to mix recyclables with trash. Everybody said, and every business must recycle. And there's a mandatory list of recyclables on the Morris County MUA website, in addition to our website. On April 28, 2008, the Township of Denville's council and the mayor at that time signed an ordinance as required by state and county making recycling mandatory in Denville. According to the township ordinance, non-compliance to this ordinance itself will result in at least $250 fine, up to $1,000 per occurrence. The state level is the same as the county level, $3,000 per violation. And just to kind of give you a personal indication of how quickly it happens, in the last 5 weeks that I've been in this position, and John's been working with me quite diligently, there's been 5 recycling incidents in the town, meaning that business mix recyclables with trash. So the truck shows up, the truck goes to dump at the recycling stations, the inspector sees it, they notify the county notifies me, and I have to go to the business and find out how and why it happened. So everybody's taking this very seriously, and it is the law. To give you an indication of how it works in the town, the curbside residential program is handled by Morris County, so we use their guidance and their rules and regulations. There are 3 sections in the town for recycling: north of Route 80, between Route 10 and 80, and south of Route 10. There's a total of 5,090 single-family homes in the town. A couple residences, condo-wise, and townhouses, brings a total to 5,406 units. There's a total of 76 pickups of curbside collection throughout the year. And the county charges the town for curbside selection, curbside pickup. There are approximately 400 businesses in the town. And according to New Jersey DEP and Township Municipal Ordinance 6-08, all businesses, institutions, and multifamily dwellings must establish a recycling program. They must physically be able to show that they have a recycling program. And they must submit at the end of the year, which is technically due a couple of weeks ago, and we have till April 1st to submit it to the state. Each business must submit a recycling report. So all the information does flow back to the county and to the state. In 2004, the township's recycling rate was 41.9%. Very good number. 2005 was 23.8. 2006, 42.1. 2007, 35.8. 2008, 35.5. And those numbers are very average across the state. The numbers do change from year to year because of the type of recycling that's done in the town, how it's done, and what's reported back from the business to the town, to the state. To give everyone an indication of how the town can save money and how the mayor's $165,000 annual savings can be achieved, you have to understand how the pickup happens and why. The cost of trash pickup in the town is done by a Diamond, and their cost to the town is the tipping fee or the landfill cost, the transportation. Those two numbers average about $145 a ton. In addition, the state imposes $3 per ton tax on the trash. The cost of recycling is the processing fee of recycling the recyclables, the plastic paper, the transportation, whatever possible credit we might get for the commodity, but we do not pay $3 per ton there. Now that cost is about $125 a ton. There is a cost for recycling, there's no doubt about that. Everyone has to realize that. Even though there is a potential credit for the material, there is a cost. So if you take an average cost of trash of $145 plus $3, take an average cost of $125 for recycling, every ton that does not end up in the trash and goes into a recyclable, reportable procedure, plastics, paper, the town saves approximately $20 per ton and they do not pay the tax. So that's $23 a ton. And every ton that's reportable, the town receives $3. So there's an incentive not only to minimize the trash that goes out, to be sure that there's no recyclables in it, but to ensure that the businesses report their recyclables, which the town gets $3 per ton credit. In 2009, the residential recycling was 5,748 tons. The commercial recycling was 4,148 tons. So if you do your math basically through there, the town paid in taxes approximately $18,000 for the $3 per ton tax. And they should receive approximately $29,000 in tonnage grant recyclable credit. So the math comes out to about $11,000 net to the town. To show you how the numbers can change very drastically on a business level, there was a new commercial facility in town within the last year. In the process of building that the location, they recycled 608 tons of concrete and soil. Doesn't sound like a lot of soil, but that's 30 trucks. So 30 trucks, 608 tons. The town will get credit for $1,800, providing the town reports it to the state, providing the business reports it to the town. So what I'm trying to do is obviously be sure that every business reports the recyclable tonnage. Now, what's happening also in the county is they are proposing what's called a single stream. Right now we have what's called a dual stream. There's two different trucks that show up on the residence. One truck handles the paper and cardboard. The second truck, basically the same day, handles the glass and aluminum and the tin. Well, sometime in the late summer, the county is proposing what's called a single stream no sort, and which will take a larger variety of plastics, a larger variety of juice cartons in one truck, and the residents will not have to sort. Now, that's all proposed, but the county hopes to have that operational by the fall. The national average for single stream no sort is an increase of approximately $15%. So right there, I'm hoping we should be able to hit our 15% number. If we get more businesses to report what they recycle, we should do that a lot better. So basically the proof is in the recyclables. The more we recycle, the more we take recyclables out of the trash and physically put it into a recyclable reportable quantity, saves the town about $23 per ton. Now, there is a fixed cost from the county to the town per pickup, per household, and there's 76 pickups, 5,048 households, 5,408 households, I'm sorry. So realistically, the residents are paying every time the truck goes by their house. So try to encourage everybody to obviously put out the recyclables. If you put it out, perhaps your neighbor will put it out, and the word will spread a little bit better. The more recyclables we put out, and we do not put in the trash, the better it is. So take a look at the website. I thank you for the opportunity to give you just some basic information on how it works in the town and how we can obviously save a lot of money for residents and for the town and for the businesses in the town. I basically carry this little book with me every time I go to see a business, and all this information can be found on our website now. So thank you, John Chardy, for helping put everything on there. I can be reached at recycling@denvillenj.org. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much.